tell us about the band. What you play?
Play rock and roll.
We play maximum R&B.
We drink. Newcastle.
No bits. Now, I've recently heard your EP, which I must say is amazing. I couldn't believe it when I first heard it. I was so excited. It was a sound that first made me fall in love with rock music. Who are your influences and what styles do you look towards when you're writing?
Well, I'll go first because he has a humongous list of influences
that don't necessarily relate to exactly what we're doing.
I would say this, we all four of us have completely different backgrounds, but yet we're all aiming for the same, whatever, I don't know, destination, not to try to sound esoteric or something, but I come from very, very much British rock. My dad was into Floyd and Cream, The Who, Zeppelin. So when I was growing up, the Beatles, of course. When I was growing up, that's what I heard. Paul McCartney and Wings were like my sister and my mom's favorite shit when I was growing up. And, can we cuss on this thing? Okay, because I'll probably drop some F-bombs.
That's fine, you can drop them.
Okay. I just need to feel free, you know?
Yeah, drop as many as you want.
So here we go, and continuing on. And so then I started studying jazz. Got really into jazz from high school and college. Played jazz bands. Wanted to be a bebop drummer, you know. And then I'm into progressive rock music. And then of course soul music. I got into a little bit later, R&B, the real rhythm and blues, not Beyonce and shit like that. She's okay. I can listen to Beyonce every once in a while, but Otis Redding, Nina Simone, Sam Cooke, those kind of singers.
That's kind of where our influences all meet. Those bands you mentioned, I started liking funk. Started out with funk and Motown. I got into jazz, and then, but of course, my parents were all into. My dad saw Hendrix in Philly in '68, and the Beatles.
We actually met on a jazz gig. He was fresh from Dallas. We were playing a fundraiser at Isaac Hayes' house. And it was for some Scientology thing or something. I don't know. It's crazy. But it was Isaac Hayes was there. We met him. And we were playing jazz, and jazz is kind of a real personal thing. You either like playing with the dudes you're with, or you hate it. It's weird. Jazzers are really, you can either swing or you don't swing, So we vibed out, and then smoked a bowl after the gig, and played iPods and shit. Geeked out, got high, and then we needed a bass player. Smoked a ton of weed, fucking every day. That's our influence, is weed. No.
You can cut those out. Okay, so like you just said, you've got so many different styles and genres of music. You like the soul, you've got the rock, and you've got the blues. Your EP, you can totally hear all these different sounds. Were the songs that were chosen for it especially recorded for the EP, or were they already songs that you'd written and you had to try and choose from a collection?
We had written them already. When Jay joined the band, these were the first songs we wrote, and we hadn't recorded anything in a while, and so we got into the studio, funded it ourselves, and had to get them down while they were fresh.
No, I really like the first couple songs because there's some really Sly and the Family Stone kind of really slow and drawn out, and then you've also got some Wilson Pickett style real soul movement. And I was wondering why you chose to do instead of doing 6 songs just pure blues rock, you decided to put a couple of different soul ones in there as well. It's a really nice combination. I was wondering why.
Well, it's an EP. It's kind of like a taste test of the Rival Sons. We kind of threw our kind of fuzz rock, I was gonna say Sledgehammer, Sleepwalkers,
Peter Gabriel,
Sleepwalkers, real fuzz rock, garage rock, Black Sabbath-y, but then it has real kind of free kind of verses, and then there's a harmonica. It's like let's say Sledgehammer again. Sleepwalker is kind of a amalgamation of those, and then soul. Soul is like, to me it sounds like an Otis Redding song or something, and then Torture is real Sly and the Family Stone. When Jay brought that in, we actually, like the first night we jammed it, we were thinking let's think Sly and the Family Stone, and so that's how I came up with my beat on that. And
okay, yeah, sure.
Sorry. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely.
You've got the EP out, but you've also got an album which you released yourselves.
Before the Fire.
Before the Fire, yes.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to release it yourselves?
Say that again?
When you originally with EMI,
Yeah.
but you decided to release this album yourselves.
Yeah. We got out of our deal. EMI went to hell. They got bought by Terra Firma, and so they changed presidents 5 times while we were there. And so just the release date kept getting pushed back. We got out of it. We were licensing the music and doing quite well, licensing music to movies, and so without a label. And so we were just like, let's just put it on iTunes. Our management helped us get it on iTunes. So, and we've been selling them at the shows too.
Do you think that's been a really successful route, going through iTunes and management and doing everything yourself?
Yeah, because I mean, it's been a slower road, but I think when you achieve success at a slower pace, it's always better, And bands, you hear about all the bands I like really worked hard at the beginning, and we're not really the kind of band that would get instant success, So we're working, man. It's blue collar rock and roll, So that album was written in the same manner that our upcoming album on Earache. It's called Pressure and Time. We wrote it in the same manner. We did a song a day. We recorded a song a day. So everything is fresh, it's sparkling. It's like there's a visceral quality to it.
With your new album that you're releasing, I'm guessing this is what's been heard by HMV, and tonight you're playing at the Canton Barfly as part of HMV's new big thing. What can we expect from your performance tonight?
Ninja kicks and face melting. No, like what kind of set list or?
Set list, and just for people who haven't seen your style of performance before.
But what we do is we go 110% every performance. We never phone it in. So you'll see if we're playing an arena, like when we open for AC/DC, we play the same as in a small club, like upstairs, as we would on the stage with AC/DC. We're gonna give you everything we have, and as far as songs, we're gonna do some from Before the Fire, some from the EP, and then we're gonna actually debut a few new ones. I'm really looking forward to playing. We've never played the UK, we've never played Europe, we've never left the States before. So, we played Canada. We actually do quite well in Toronto. Toronto's a really great city for music. But yeah, I think even if you don't like our music, I think if you were at our show, you would at least appreciate what we do. I try to say that in the most humble way, because we give it everything we got, and I think a lot of bands can't say that,
No.
And, not to put them down, but it seems like a lot of people phone it in. They kind of phone in the gig. You look on stage and you're like, is that guy enjoying himself? Does he like the music he's playing? Because he's just sitting there and just strumming, But then that's kind of like the look. The shoegazer kind of look. I don't know. My favorite performers are like Keith Moon Sly and the Family. I love the like really flamboyant performers. You know, Keith Moon's one of my favorite drummers from the Who.